Hey guys, hello. I hope you're all doing well. So today I'm gonna show you a little bit of algebra. As the other day we did some algebra, however, I felt like I should continue and make sure everything is understood as I wish to. Alright, so let's get started. Now, but before we start, let's think about this. Why is simplifying algebraic fractions or expressions are really important? Imagine your boss is sending you to a shop, right? So he's sending you to a shop, right? And he's like, "Hey, Gabriel, come here. Right? I want you to buy me one book, two books, three books, four books, right?" What is the point of saying that? So he's repeating himself, right? This is the issue. He's repeating himself. Why not just saying, "Okay, Gabriel, I want you to buy 7 books, 80 books," right? So that's the simplest way that I could explain this idea of simplifying stuff. So they are giving you a long list of stuff, but how do you simplify it? So simplifying it, putting everything together rather than saying one book, two books, three books, just bring everything together. Give me 5 books, give me 4 books. So this is the idea of simplifying. Now let's see few techniques on how you can simplify expressions. Let's get started. So simplifying. So let me just keep my title as simplifying, right? However, we'll be simplifying some algebraic expressions and stuff, right? So for instance, you could have number one. Number one, you can have let's say 2x plus 4, and number two, you could have 5x plus 7x, and number three, you could have 7x minus 25x. For instance, if we keep it with those two examples, right? Just those two examples. With just those two examples, what you can see is we have got 2 plus 4. Really, there's not much we can do this, right? Notice that here there is an x, so it's x to the power of 1. However, here x is the power of 0, and anything in the power of 0 is just 1. So we don't really care about that. The reason we don't care about that, these two expressions are not the same. So therefore, we cannot simplify. We can't go any further. We can't do anything much to it, right? So basically, if you find this in the exam, just give them the answer as 2x plus 4. If they ask you to factorize this, the question changes. If they ask us to factorize, then we could do this. X plus 2. This is a factorized expression of this. All these expressions are the same. So if depend on what the question is asking you to find, right? And therefore, there's not much we do on that. And so keep that. The second one, notice that they have x common terms, so they have x, right? This means these expressions are the same, even though the magnitude or the size is different. However, the expressions are the same, right? Because they are all involved. They all have x involved in there. So therefore, we can simplify this. And the way we simplify this, we just add the factor that they have in front. So we just add these 5 and 7. So here will be 5 plus 7. 5 plus 7 is 12. So one way of doing this will be taking x as a common factor will be x outside, and then have 5 plus 7, which is the same as x times 12, which is the same as 12x. All these expressions are the same. For the next one, I've got 7x. For the next one, I've got 7x. We've got 7x minus 25, right? 7x minus 25. 7x minus 25 really what we can do. So we got 7x minus 25. As you can see, 7x minus 25. There's not much we can do with this. However, we notice that there's no difference between the third one and the second one. So what you do is you add. They all have x in common, and what you do is you have to deal with the factor that I have in front. What you do with that is taking x as a common. We can do the same thing here, and then have 7 minus 25, and so here you have x times, now 7 minus 25, so 25 negative number will be winning it because negative 25 is a greater than 7, therefore our answer has to be negative. And this is basically 3, so you have this plus that will be 18, right? Negative 18, because negative 18 plus minus 8 will give us negative 25, so you have negative 18, and therefore our final answer should be negative 18x. So this will be our final answer. Now I hope these questions make sense, right? So let's do a few more stuff that involve fractions, because we really realize that many students do struggle with fractions, and therefore I'm gonna make a short summary with fractions, and let's look at fractions, how we deal with fractions. So above these, okay, so there you can simplifying fractions. So what we can do with simplifying fractions, so basically what we do is take our first one. Let our first one be 6 divided by 3, and I'm gonna take number 2 being 12 divided by 18. Right, so let's look at those two first of all. Right, the first one, 6 divided by 3. So you might use a calculator, or you might use any other method that you want to solve this. It's straightforward. However, I want to show you a better way of thinking through this, right? Because I can see the answer, I can tell you the answer. The answer is 2. But then how would you prove that? How do you explain to someone who never understood this concept? Right? So the basic way of doing this is, now what you do is you realize that I'm gonna use two methods. To do this, so that people actually understood what's going on. So the first method I will do is, what I will divide by 3 here and divide by 3 here. And what this will give me 2 over 1, right? And any number divided by 1, is always that number, or it's that number itself. So the answer is 2. However, this is straightforward if you never seen this method before, but this is how you could simplify this. However, this is my second method. Let me put my second method here. My second method here involved 6. We'll do the same thing. I will break this into factors. So we know that 6 over 3, this is the same as 3 times 2 over 3 times 1, right? And then here, this is the creeper. We have seen that we have got 3 on both sides, right? So we could simplify this. You cancel just that because there is a multiplication here. Be careful, because we are simplifying this because they are multiplication. Otherwise, this wouldn't work. So because they are multiplication, then we could simplify that. And when you simplify that, what you get is you have 2 over 1. 2 over 1 left, and the number divided by 2 is just 2. Right? So yeah, I hope this concept makes sense. I hope this makes sense. And yeah, I'm gonna do part two of this video to make sure people understood this concept, how to simplify fractions, especially. Thank you so much, guys.